Hello, welcome to my channel Motive Quotes.
As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. There is geometry in the humming of the strings, there is music in the spacing of the spheres. The oldest and shortest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and shortest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Man, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. The most momentous thing in human life is the art of winning the soul to good or evil. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. There is no better way to teach than to practice what you preach. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. Silence is better than unmeaning words. The beginning of reform is not so much to equalize property as to train the noble sort in wisdom. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. Friends share all things. It is better whether to be silent, or to say things of more value than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at hazard than an idle or useless word, and do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. There is geometry in the humming of the strings, there is music in the spacing of the spheres. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Wisdom thoroughly learned will never be forgotten. The soul is dyed with the color of its thoughts. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. Above all things, respect yourself. The universe is governed by harmony, and its beauty is the result of cosmic order and proportion. Choose the best life, for custom will make it pleasant. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Rest satisfied with doing well and leave others to talk of you as they please. Harmony is the source of all virtues, and disharmony is the source of all evils. Strength arises from the body, power from the mind. The oldest and best known evil is the misfortune of not knowing. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things: the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, the passions of the body, the seditions of the city, the discords of families. Wise men talk because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. A musician who does not understand music is a dangerous prisoner in his own hands. Ignorance begets confidence more often than knowledge. Seek silence frequently. Silence will bring you peace. Peace will make you whole. Cultivate a generous disposition, and strive for gentleness in all your dealings. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Make not thy friends too cheap to thee, nor thyself to thy friend. Power reveals the man. Teach not thy speeches before the unlearned. Friendship is a sheltering tree. The best and noblest lives are those which are set toward high ideals. Kindness is the golden chain by which society is bound together. Be not swift to take offense, restrain thy wrath, and let not thy words be hasty. We should be careful to get out of an experience only the wisdom that is in it, and stop there, lest we be like the cat that sits down on a hot stove lid. She will never sit down on a hot stove lid again, and that is well, but also she will never sit down on a cold one any more. Man is the most intelligent of the animals, and the most silly. A fool, unless he knows his foolishness, is indeed a fool. But a fool who knows himself to be a fool is a wise man. Every friend is to the other a sun, and a sunflower also. He attracts and follows. The most momentous thing in human life is the art of winning the soul to good or evil. Choose the course which you adopt with deliberation, only that thoroughly and firmly, and change not. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. Reason is the immortal and divine part of the soul. Sense, and opinion, are the mortal parts. remember thyself. Do not speak of your learning, but live it. God is not the author of all things, but of good only. A man may learn wisdom even from a foe. A Pythagorean must be a good servant, but he must be incapable of servility. The oldest and most necessary form of piety is to respect one's parents. Do not allow children to be noisy at meals, but raise their voices when appropriate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water, or watching the clouds float across the sky, is by no means a waste of time. There is a good principle which created order, light, and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. Knowledge which is divorced from justice may be called cunning rather than wisdom. Be silent, or say something better than silence. It is not the oath that makes us believe the man, but the man the oath. The golden key to wisdom is silence. A fool is known by his speech and a wise man by silence. Speak not in a loud tone, for the wise avoid noise and speak calmly. As the sun makes ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate. Live not in dreams, but in contemplation of a reality that is perhaps the future. Choose the company of those who seek the truth but run from those who claim to have found it. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Let not sleep fall upon thy eyes till thou hast thrice reviewed what thou hast done for the day. Before the soul can see, the harmony within itself must first be attained. A wise man, recognizing that the world is but an illusion, does not act as if it is real, so he escapes the suffering. Learn to be silent, as you have learned to speak. Silence is the key to all the mysteries of the universe. Numbers are the thoughts of God. To comprehend the whole world, one must study the whole world. The strength of a wall is neither greater nor less than the courage of the men who defend it. A man never attains virtue simply by avoiding vices, he perfects his character by doing good. The beginning and end of wisdom is to see the one in all. Let not thy will roar, when thy power can but whisper. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. There is geometry in the humming of the strings, there is music in the spacing of the spheres. Do not allow children to be noisy at meals, but raise their voices when appropriate. The soul, like the body, accepts by practice whatever habit one wishes it to contact. All is flux, nothing stays still. Avoid all malice, all cunning, all hypocrisy, all envy, all hate. The best of healers is good cheer. All things are numbers. The oldest and shortest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and longest is hope. God made the integers, all the rest is the work of man. Better a little which is well done, than a great deal imperfectly. Do not say a little in many words but a great deal in a few. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. The secret of the universe is in numbers. The Pythagorean is much in little, he is no other than himself.
If you don't miss a moment of motivation, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay tuned for your daily dose of inspiration. Join our community of motivated individuals on the journey to success. Subscribe now and be part of the Motive Quotes family. Thank you.